Yeah, it's early. It ain't even that early. It's almost 12 o'clock here in the Midwest on a Tuesday morning. And I just want to talk to y'all. And one of the first things that popped in my head was I don't ever plan on working in another nursing home. Now, if I need to make a quick buck, and, pick up a shift, bust a few moves real quick, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. But actively seeking out working at a nursing home, like, yes, I'm about to go work in a nursing home. I don't know how I did it for as long as I did it. I worked in long-term care for about 8 or 9 years. I even did it as an RN. It was so much work, yeah. It's so much work working in a nursing home. Shout out to the long-term care nurses, CNAs, CMTs, housekeepers, okay, maintenance, dietarians, and all the sorts, okay? Yes, groundskeepers, all of that. It's too much work in a nursing home. It is so much work, y'all. It's so much damn work. When I tell y'all it's so much work taking care of people, it's a lot of work. And the thing is, you come in the next day and the work is still there. And just the last 2 years of working in long term care, I would say, post COVID, right? Post COVID in these nursing homes is it's like it's dark. It's real dark. It bring out some dark energy in you. You see it in the patients. I just don't wish none of this on nobody. Yeah, nursing homes is sad. They really sad. Like if that don't motivate you to change your life and do everything you can to have the money, the finances, the relationships, the health and wellness that you need in old age, I don't know what else can motivate you because these nursing homes is rough. Meaning, like, some of them don't have AC, some of them don't have no heat, some of them barely got running water. Yeah, like, I'm not joking. I worked in long term care and did agency nursing for I did agency nursing for like 3 years towards the end, 3 or 4 years towards the end. And since 2019, I think, is when I want to say 2019, 2020 is when I started to do, 2019, I think, is when I started to do agency nursing. So I worked at 20, 30 plus nursing homes during that time. And across the board, for the most part, they are always grossly understaffed. So people are not getting showers. People are not even getting looked at for real. They're not getting turned, moved, fed. The thirst is not being quenched. Hey, Stacy, what's up, girl? And it's dark because you as a healthcare worker, you're like, there's only so much I can do. I gotta go home. Like I won't be coming back. It's only so much you can do, and I just feel like as a society, I don't know why I mean, I know health and wellness and all that is always pushed, and mental health, and like we push it, but it's like, yeah, it's a real thing. It's not just something to do to make some money. Like, it's a real thing, yeah, because the alternative to us being able to take care of ourselves as we get older and to take care of our loved ones and to have the finances we need to be able to live throughout the rest of our lives, to ride off into the sunset, the energy it takes to do that, we need to put all the energy towards that. If you plan on living on this earth any longer, you need to think about what you're going to do once you get to an age where you're not going to be working, or you get to a point where at any moment's notice, your health could be, which is your whole life, right? Your health can always be, it can go either way, health, for anybody at any age. But just planning for the future, we all need to be doing it because trust me, don't nobody, even when you got money and you go to good nursing homes, wherever they at, I don't know where they exist, but wherever they at, even if you got the money and you need certain areas, you would think that some of these areas, oh my gosh, these houses is worth a lot of money. You would think these would be the best nursing homes, and they be the most trifling ones, literally trifling what they do. But I say all that to say, These people be paying $8,000. This was back in the day, like 2010s. They was paying like 8,000, 9,000 for a shared room with no. You still got to pay for cable. Still got to pay for your phone. All of that. Still got to pay for laundry services. No, the kitchen not open 24 hours. The meals, sometimes the chicken don't even be cooked all the way. What time for dinner? What these people had? They had these little mini graham cracker crusts that come in little tins, like a mini little tin, like if you was making like mini cheesecakes. It was a mini tin with the graham cracker crust, and they dumped some damn fruit cocktail in there. That was their dessert. I was like, yeah, some damn graham cracker crust with in some fruit cocktail just dumped in there, syrup and all, just dumped on top of the. I was like, how much are these people paying to live here? And this is how they living. This is how they living. So, like I said, not getting bathed, barely getting fed, barely getting hydrated. Ain't no water pitchers nowhere in the room. The water pitcher in the room is across the floor somewhere. I mean, just people had been wearing the same gowns, the same clothes. Like, didn't she have them clothes on yesterday? Okay. Okay, this was what I helped. This is what we paying for, and it just be crazy. Bed sores, all the things, roaches all up in all the things at these places, y'all. All the things. So I won't be doing it. I just feel like because I was working as an LPN, and that's where the money resides for LPNs, and where the work, you can always find work in nursing homes. That's where I was at for so long, and that's all I knew in healthcare. Like, I never worked anywhere else in healthcare. And once you get through, I think like that first year or two, I would say, in nursing homes, you start to get used to it. You understand, you see what it's really about, and you like, it is what it is. And then I could see just getting wrapped up in it, like, okay, there's nothing else I could do out here, or where else am I gonna go work, or am I gonna get paid more, am I gonna get paid less, like, or I'm scared to go to the hospital, or I don't want to do home health, or I don't want to do this, I don't want to go back to school to do that. I get it, but y'all, these nursing homes is rough. But if you used to, you used to. I know somebody who always be like, somebody got to do it, somebody got to do it, and I did it. I gave it. And it wore me the dog-ish out. I'm sorry if y'all can't hear me that well. I guess it's the whole point of watching the video is to hear me. But I was getting worked, y'all. They work you at these nursing homes. Lived. I don't know that much about home health. I wouldn't do it. I don't like being in people's house. I don't trust people. People weird, man. I don't want to be in anybody's house. Hey, Maddie, I'm doing the video.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Did y'all do y'all clothes? The clothes that y'all both wear together?
Yeah. Wait, what?
So the clothes that y'all just folded, y'all need to put them in the drawers. Go put them in your drawer. Mariah, put them in your bottom drawer. Madison, put it in the top drawer. And since y'all folded it, make sure y'all put it in there neat so y'all don't mess up the folding. Just close the other door, Maddie. Yeah, I never worked at home health. I just don't want to be in nobody's house. But I feel like if you okay with it, do it. I've heard a lot of people say they really like the work pace and being able to go to different places. I thought about it like as far as go in, do a wound change, leave out real quick. But some of these places they want you to go is kind of hectic, child. Some of these places they want you to go to, I wouldn't go there. And I came from the hood. I ain't trying to go back. Child. Then you be hearing stories about nurses that be going to see the patient, and the patient did all this stuff with the family, I don't trust it. I don't want to be in nobody's house. Focus said, I work in an emergency room in a hospital as a PCT. They hire LVNs. So there you go. Yeah, they do hire LVNs and LPNs in emergency rooms or hospitals in general. I just don't know the pay. Like, I don't think the pay. I think I probably, because it's RNs that's making less than LPNs in nursing homes right now. So let me say that again. It's LPNs that's making more than RNs in the hospital. So I don't know how much LPNs and LVNs would get paid in the hospital. So I don't really know. But again, that's sometimes the fear of like leaving those jobs, is that you think, okay, if I leave the nursing home and I could go to the hospital, but is it gonna be less pay? Is it gonna be this? I don't know. I know I stayed in it for that long because of those fears or just, thoughts. And then when I started doing agency nursing, I was like, this is way more money than just working in a nursing home. And if I don't like the place, I just won't go back for a while, or I won't go back at all. And I could just get in, get out, and do what I gotta do and keep it pushing. Like I don't have to deal with any of the BS at that job other than the BS on that shift. But then after a while, you just be like, okay, I'm tired of all of this. Like this is all can go to hell. All of it. Just torch the whole dang on thing. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go ahead and finish this RN and be in somebody's hospital. So, um, you like the idea of doing one-on-one? Yeah, sweets. I think a lot of people do, like they say, it's a soft life, like it's a soft nurse life. It's to be able to do home health and just have those clients that you really get to know them, get to know their family. You could do pediatrics as home health, especially LPNs. They do a lot of pediatrics, LPN pediatrics, home health, and it's a good way to like you said, build those relationships, have that one-on-one. You're not being stressed. You don't have to supervise any CNAs. It's just you and your client. And if you really like to build those relationships, you can be there for the family. You could do hospice as a home health. You could do it as a CNA as well. So I like that idea. If you're in school, it's a good option. If you could do like overnight home health at somebody's house, like for like a kid or something, be there with them, and then you can still study overnight. Of course, you gotta work, but it seemed like a little bit more chill to be able to study and do like things like that. Bedside almost killed me was my last option. Child, let me tell you, the money is there. What's work from home? What you do from home? I want to find a little work from home, a little work from home gig, but I know you got to get experience. I've been wanting to look into it more. I want to have something. And my body thinks, I'm sure you feel a whole lot better. That is real physical, getting real physical. Do I recommend? I know it's really hard to get into it. I guess you gotta just get into it. I mean, shoot, it is what it is. You gotta just start somewhere. So I might look into it. Focus said, do you recommend going straight to RN versus LVN? I have one more class to take before I can apply for my RN program, but I recently applied for LVN. I think it just depends on what your goals is. If you want to just go on and get it done, go on and get the RN and get it done, especially since you only got one more class to do and you've been working towards that goal. But if you want to quickly make some money and get into the workforce, do LVN, and then you can do that and then bridge over. And while you're in school for your RN, you'll still be making relatively decent money as still working as an LVN if you want to have that option. So it's really up to you. But then you got to take NCLEX twice. You're paying for nursing school twice if you go LVN and then RN. So it's a lot of different things you got to look at. But if you already know you want to become an RN and you already pretty much there, I would say maybe go that route. If you're okay with however much time you're gonna be, in the current financial situation you're in right now. Like for me, I couldn't be in my financial situation that I was in for too long. That's why I went ahead and became an LPN first, because me and my husband, we were a young couple. We didn't have kids at the time, but we were a young couple. He kept getting laid off from jobs, and I was like, one of us got to freaking make some damn money. One of us got to have a career that make good money. So I was like, I need to get into this school. So I got into the school, did LPN first. Plus I had other stuff going on financially that I was like, let me get my LPN first, and then eventually I bridged over to my RN. But if I had the time and resources and all of that, I would say just go for your RN, just get it out the way. Um, so yeah, the people who are in nursing homes, keep your head up. Keep your head up. I mean, some of them I'm sure are great. Some of them are rough. Hopefully the staffing has changed in nursing homes. Like I said, I haven't been in one in almost 2 years. I haven't worked in one, so I don't really know. But I mean, it's always been a thing, right? Because people don't care about the elderly population. There's really no money there's a lot of money in taking care of the elderly, and it's consistent money because it's through the government. But there's they just honestly, the healthcare industry, they just leech off of the elderly, because people who those they keep people sicker longer, and so they can constantly keep getting money from these blood pressure pills from a person from 50 all the way to 90. They can keep taking these damn blood pressure pills. They can keep taking this insulin, keep taking this metformin, keep taking this damn Plavix and warfarin and all this other crap. They make sure that people stay sick for as long as possible. So it's like the older population is the bread and the butter of healthcare, in the sense of that's guaranteed money. People gonna get sick, they gonna get old, and they gonna need medicine, and they gonna need medical attention. Why? Because of the society we live in creates that problem. All the drinking and smoking and drugs and all these addictions, and then we don't have any third spaces, so people never really have time and energy to have actual conversations and dealings with human beings one-on-one and community settings. So people depressed and stressed, and they get old, and they get overweight, and they health problems, and they get cancer, and they get this and they get that, but they stay alive for a good 15, 20, 30 more years, sick as hell, and the government just keep making money off of that. Like, I had to go down a red chair. I had to go into a red. So with that being said, nursing homes always been a hot mess, because we cast away the older population, yet and still we making so much money off of them, and then we really not taking care of them right. And then the thing is, it's not just, oh, woe is me, I'm old, and I'm not, you're not, the society not taking care of me. But honestly, some of us in American society especially are putting ourselves into these situations. We putting ourselves into these situations where we have dementia early on, or we have stroke early on in life, and we end up having disabilities early in life, start losing limbs early in life. It's people in their 40s losing limbs over diabetes, because they depressed and they don't want to do certain things to better themselves, and maybe the life that they have is not supporting them. So they don't care. They just like, I've seen so many men do it. They just lay there all day. They don't care about their sugar being in the 300s. They don't care about none of that. Take the foot off, whatever, let it go. I don't care. They don't care, y'all. Be 40 and 50 some years old. Alcoholics, all of that. All of it. So the world don't care about themselves in general. So of course healthcare not gonna care. But then you got nurses and CNAs and CMTs and all these workers who got to come together and try to save the damn society in nursing homes. And it's like, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? It's like this cycle. And like I said, they can make money off of people. So why not let it keep going? Why not let it, keep going as is? And of course, I've seen people in their 80s and 90s and 70s in nursing homes, and they living relatively well, I would hope. They can still move around really well. They got their little friends they hang out with. I know it's depressing because you then went from living in your house or whatever to sharing a damn closet with a human being, with some stranger. As soon as they defecate, you can smell it all in the room because this person can't clean up after themselves. They can't get up and go to the bathroom themselves, or they're demented, or they're screaming out all night. That shit's depressing. These patients are depressed. Some of them don't get no time to go outside. They don't eat fresh foods and fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, and they're not getting hydrated well and getting bathed well. I'm not saying it's all of them, but it's a lot of them. Families not coming in there to check on them and to help it out. It takes a village, child. I ain't gonna just be me, the worker, trying to save grandma all for these 8 hours. Where your nieces, where your little nephews, where your grandbabies at? They need to come in here too, help you out. It take a damn village. Okay? The only time anybody touched them is when the person is trying to push them in the bed and move them around. They don't get no hugs, no nothing. Nothing. Don't know. And it's not just older people. It's 50, 60 some year olds in nursing homes. It's rough. It's rough and it's depressing. And anybody who ever worked in a nursing home, you got PTSD. I know you do. I know you do. You don't realize it because you get so conditioned. Anybody in healthcare, you get so conditioned by the human experience and the human agony and the dilemma of being a human. You get so conditioned into the everyday crap that people go through and all these horrible stories that you hear. Oh my gosh, like horrible stories that you hear about people, and you got to become so numb so that you're not like coming to work every day just like falling apart. In some way you have to create like some type of the barrier for you, and I don't know what that does for us as people who work, take care of people, but I know it ain't healthy. I know it ain't healthy because I felt it before. I was like, oh, I gotta try to get this dark cloud off of me from this job. And it's just like it's only so much we as caregivers can do. And a lot of these patients do not have family support. They don't have it. But then the thing is oh, you the nurse, or oh, you the CNA. Why y'all not taking care of this? Why y'all not? It's only so much they can do. Sometimes these CNAs got 20 plus patients. I'm supposed to give 5 showers, put 20 people in the bed, make sure nobody fall, make sure all the call lights is answered, everybody getting what they need. Oh, and right after dinner, 10 of them people want to go right to bed, got to use the bathroom, or I got to go up here and go get them from up front because they doing this. Oh, they want to go do a smoke break, so I got to stop doing everything and take everybody out to go smoke. Oh, they don't want just 1 cigarette, they want 2 cigarettes. They want to sit out here and talk. So I'm just sitting out here breathing in all this damn secondhand smoke. And meanwhile, Mr. Johnson on the floor. He always on the floor. He always on the goddamn floor. And then you got to see why you got written up over something, or why this didn't happen, why that didn't happen. You got to come in here and you got to work 16-hour shifts because you barely making money. Like, people be going through stuff, y'all. People be going through nursing homes. All of it's goddamn depressing. All of it depressing. Yeah, the families aren't there. Yep, Candace. Solid as a rock. Say that again. Some workers don't care. That is true. Some workers don't care, but I believe like you can condition like that, and also the standards is low. I know that yes, you as a person have to have high standard and a high moral compass to do the work, but in integrity and things like that. But y'all, the standards is low. I'm looking at this dang on Wasp. The standards is low, and some people don't rise to the occasion when the standards is low. They just let they slip a little bit because it'd be easier to just let it slip because there's so much that needs to be done. It starts and begins with self. Know better, do better said. We don't always get to choose what we go through, but we get to choose how we go through it. I heard that a lot of people lost hope because the world turned so cold-hearted. I do agree. It's definitely a need for community more in the world. And sometimes we get it through the internet, but it's not. It's faux. You know, it's pseudo community. It's pseudo social. But I mean, it is kind of because I'm talking to y'all, right? And I'm interacting with y'all, and y'all give me all the good energy. But yeah, it's not. It's a different type of exchange. I'm doing weekends because of school, and it's depressing. Yeah. Yes, PTSD is real. Working in nursing, especially long-term care, is traumatizing. It is. Working short, they expect you to do all this stuff. Oh gosh. And then sometimes the patients be abusive and mean towards you. God, it'd be a lot. Most of the residents don't have family or support system. It's true. Smoking is crazy in the medical facility. I refuse. Yeah, it is crazy, but sometimes all they got is a damn cigarettes. And Stacy said in other countries, the families are extending and care for their loved ones and elders. I don't think long-term care is such sniffs. Yeah, I don't think they do. Probably some places have become more westernized, so they're open to having a nursing homes, but the pride and the shame and all that's there if you were to like have your family, somebody else taking care of your family, people probably feel shameful to have somebody taking care of their mama. Like, no, I ain't gonna do that in other countries, but shoot, in the US, it's all about money. I mean, people don't take care of their own kids, right? I mean, it's in the American society, we will find any way to send our kids. Them kids ain't got school. Damn, again. They supposed to have school today. We barely be able to take care of our own kids in American society. Babies be in daycare at 4 weeks. So, of course, we ain't gonna have no time and energy to take care of our elderly patient. It ain't doing nothing. Our elderly parents, it ain't doing nothing else for us. That's how I guess some Americans, see it. It's like, of course, we ain't gonna have time to take care of mom or dad. Mom and dad ain't even have time and energy to take care of me. You feel me? That's why I work in the prison. Yeah, I've heard prison nurses actually like working in the prison. I've always heard prison nurses actually like it. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Stacy said, girl, preach about not caring for your own kids. It's crazy. It's crazy. People don't want to go to parent-teacher conference. People don't even want to be buying school supplies for these kids. Every year I go to the dango store during the time, they be like, why we gotta buy all this for this school? This school asking for all this stuff. This and the third. I told my husband, I said, I don't care. Whatever that teacher need, I don't care. Sometimes I be like, okay, this is a lot. I'm going from store to store looking for this shit. And don't 2 weeks in, ask for nothing else now. But I be like, whatever they need, because it's a public school. These schools ain't got nothing. Teachers be having to buy stuff for themselves, like for their class. Nope. And the teachers got 20 some odd kids, badass kids up in this class. Whatever you need, girl. Here, take the wipes, take the Lysol, whatever you need, girl. Here. So you watch them kids. Watch them damn kids. But yeah, I just wanted to. I know it's probably the most positive thing to talk about. And if you're working in it, just try your best to keep your integrity up. Be professional. Do what you gotta do. If you hating it and you just can't, you find a way out. It's plenty of ways out. I thought for the longest I wasn't gonna be able to find a decent paying job in a hospital as an RN because I was making such decent money, good money, working as an LPN and as an RN in long-term care as an agency nurse. But I just started looking. I remember just looking on my phone. I found the job from where I'm at now. I would do orthosurgical in a hospital. And it's like a mixture of med surge too. Child, we be having tele patients up there too, a whole bunch of tele patients. Anyways, but I do that now, and y'all, this is the highest paying nursing job I had. I only work 8 days a month. Like, so, and I didn't think I was gonna get it. So keep looking for jobs, keep finding something, and if anything, as an LPN, get your experience up, go to different specialties, do different things, maybe work at a clinic, and then you got a little agency, long-term care job on the side to make a little bit more money if you want to, and make some quick money too, because a lot of times with agency you can get paid like the same day or the next day. Have that on the side, but do different things to kind of rest your mind and to help you to see a different part of nursing, because I believe, like how they say hospice nurses, you can only do hospice for like 5 years, y'all, they say, because it's just dealing with death so much. It's just too much. It's the same with nursing homes. You are dealing with death, that's what we see. But it's so rough, and then you just see how much people don't, like I said, they don't have support, they don't have family, they don't have anything. I've had CNAs go out and buy patients deodorant and clothes and shit because the patients don't have no clothes, or the CNA is always going down to the laundry room looking for clothes for somebody because the person has no clothes, they have no family. And here it is, this facility got all these people money. You cannot own anything if you want to live in a nursing home, otherwise they're gonna drain your bank account. I remember I had one patient, she was like, her husband was in a nursing home, and she was a little old lady, he was a little old man, and she's like, it's so much going on, and they've drained our bank account, we don't have anything left, and this and the third. Like, I'm like, I shouldn't, like, Daryl, you should have divorced him. He could have got Medicare. You could have had your money, girl, because they of course they gonna take all this man money. And she's sitting over here like, how am I gonna be able to do anything? What am I gonna do next? He up in here, they just took all the money for us. Now I gotta probably sell the house or go live with my kids or do this and do all of that. It's a lie. Getting old don't nothing get easier when you get older. That's why you have to take the time to take care of yourself now and make sure you right. Make sure you right, child. Get your spirit right, and also make sure you right financially and health-wise. Try your best in your relationships. Try to work on your relationships, because that shit gets, when you get older, all you have are your relationships. This is why the older folks be talking to their friends and all of that. They stay close to each other, because it's all you have, really, as you get older, is the people around you. That's what it comes down to, is the people that you have. That's the real resource. People are the biggest freaking commodity of all time. Human beings, we are the ones. The connections that we have, we are the ones. We're the biggest resource. So, but people lose all that, especially in the society we live in right now. People could care less about most of the people in their life, or they ain't got nobody. Honestly, they got maybe one friend or one cousin or something like that they talk to and they deal with. And I don't know, some people still be having good family relationships. I know I don't. It sucks, but hey, I got my kids, I got my husband. We building our own little thing, all right? But yeah, it's hot, y'all. I'm burning up. I can't have too much sun exposure. I just put my damn SP. I did my skincare. Yeah, I'm trying to get the skin ready, trying to keep the skin young and tight. But I love y'all. I love you down. I'm gonna let y'all go, but let me see if y'all got anything else to say. Lori said, I'm a school nurse right now and we'll start the jail PRN on Saturday. Oh, only reason is, oh, you need to have options. I heard that. That's good. You said you going to WGU nursing program, but while in school, I want a medical job, but don't really want to be a CNA. Any advice? I don't want to be wiping. Oh gosh. Well, girl, you know you gonna be giving baths and wiping ass as a nurse now. It don't stop. It don't stop. If anything, it be the same. It be the same amount of ass wiping and baths. It be the same amount. You gotta decide that, Richard. Nurses clean folks too. Now, unless you want to get into a nurse job where there's no bedside at all, but I don't know how you're gonna get that coming out of school. I don't know how. That's a whole other video I could do on that. Girl, you gotta take care of people as a nurse. Marcus said, I don't even want to be an adult most days. Okay. Hey. Yeah, Lori said she been LP for 30 years. The ass wiping don't stop. It don't. You just gotta do it, girl. Put them gloves on, wash your hands, keep it pushing. It just is what it is. It's what we do. What we do. It's part of the gig. Oh, so Chantel says she going for medical billing and coding. My mother-in-law do that. She do it from home. After COVID, they end up all pretty, well, at least her department or whatever, end up working from home. Yeah, it's the same as RN. You're gonna be wiping. Like I said, unless you not doing bedside, but especially in the hospital, you cleaning folks in the hospital. It ain't like nursing homes where some of the nursing home nurses be like, come change your patient or such and such need to get changed, or they just leave the patient wet and hope the CNA do it. Nah, in them hospitals, you're gonna be having to clean them up. You just gonna have to. Right. Naomi said nurses sure do clean, wash, dress, and feed the residents, especially when the CNAs don't come to work. Oh, he's taking care of your mom right now. That's good. You got the opportunity to do that. Oh god, yeah, I'm out here baking. I think I'm getting too much sun. I'm getting a little thirsty and parched. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Tell me what y'all think of this subject, what y'all think of everything in the comment section. Thanks for being here on the live with me, y'all. Bye. How do I get out of here? Oh, you're in a process of opening your CNA school. That's what's up. Go check out The Secret Cocktail here on YouTube. She got a channel too. I mean, not a channel. She got a website too, where she trains CNA. Like she trains. But anyhow, I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye, y'all. Bye.